Beatriz Ferreira versus Elif Nur Turhan. Yeah. Hi, my name is Jacqui-Lee Pryce, former boxer, and I spent many, many years as a boxing coach and judge. So let's chat about another of Saturday's Monte Carlo showdown fights. If you missed the review on the main event, you can find that here. Turhan stops Beatriz Ferreira in impressive fashion by stoppage in the 5th round to take the IBF lightweight strap. I'm a fan of both fighters. They bring power, skill, IQ, and gigantic heart, and both have their swagger in different ways. Beatriz Ferreira comes out behind a beautiful jab. She's really boxing nicely. Turhan, on the other hand, not really looking for a warm-up round. She's trying to wing those big shots in from the get-go. She was struggling with a bit of distance, to be fair, until she wasn't. At this point, it would have been wise for Bea to have just, taken a little time to regroup herself. But no, she basically met fire with fire, and she got dropped by a beautiful looping right hand. And when I say swag, this is what I'm talking about. And I think it was after that shot where Turhan, she just, as she's walking to the neutral corner, she just looks over her shoulder just to make sure that, yeah, I did get her. Yeah, I did drop her. Yeah, nice shot. She acknowledges the shot, but again then goes back to work. Do you know what I'm saying? And did you notice there was literally no reaction from the crowd? None. If I was there, I would have been literally out of my seat. One thing I will say, you have to commend Ferreira because she got dropped twice in the 1st round and she got back up. And actually for the next 2 rounds, she was really, really boxing well. Round 2 to 3, you saw Ferreira, recover beautifully. She gets back onto her boxing. She closes down that gap and she doesn't allow Turhan to get off those big winging long range shots. Now, round 4 isn't actually a bad round for Ferreira. She sticks to her boxing. She's slipping and she's sliding out the way of, let's be fair, an abundance of power shots. And she then boxes away to more of a level playing field. Bea is a heavy hitter, but rather than trade, she does a little phase and then she gets on her bike. She changes her angle. It's like, nope. I'm not taking any more of those huge punches, thank you. Turhan is a scary fighter. One thing I will say, though, is she gets kind of fixated on, landing those power shots that she then gets caught with just silly, silly shots momentarily. And to be fair, I think that's just tunnel vision. There are some fighters that, you give them instruction. They receive said instruction and then ding, ding, they get out there and they literally do not waver from what they've been told. So going into round 5, I'd say it was pretty even. You've got the aggressive power puncher on one side, and then you've got the slick, sort of more orthodox boxer in Ferreira on the other side. Both fighters in their own way were impressive. Ferreira getting off the floor and turning the fight round. And Turhan, just that heavy-handed, aggressive banger. She's, as Eddie Hearn said, she doesn't always look pretty doing it, but who cares? Who cares? You cannot take your eyes off the screen when you're watching these two fighters. I was talking to a friend and literally we were like, what the just happened? Literally like, what? She had us confused. Like we were in the corner receiving that beatdown. Both fighters are fearless, both willing to, dish out one or several to take one back. That finish was relentless. She doesn't swarm her work. She gives herself just enough distance for her to be able to, get that full body momentum behind those long range shots. It was like the last 10 of a round on the bags type of moment. She just emptied the tank. We've recently seen refs and coaches let the action go on a little bit too long. and letting the fighter take unnecessary punishment. But this was a good bit of refereeing. A woman got it right, got the call right, and she stopped the fight. Bea is tough. She probably, yes, could have got up, fought on, gone out on a shield, but she definitely was a little bit unsteady on her feet. Both women are well loved and respected within the boxing community. Beatriz Ferreira, there's loads of really great title fights ahead of her. She just needs to take a break, rebuild, and come back stronger. As for Turhan, again, another fighter I would have liked to have got to know a little bit better. Just seeing the journey prolonged a little bit more. I very, very much doubt that's going to happen now because, honestly, most people, the kind of fringe level fighters, they're not going to want to fire unless it's a massive payday. There are some superb fights at world level, but maybe she should just have a couple of defenses of that IBF belt. Keep that warm, and then maybe go after some of the other belts. Harper is the current WBO champion. Caroline Dubois is the WBC champion. Also, there's the winner of Stephanie Han versus Holly Holm, the fight that goes on in January for the WBA lightweight belt. So yeah, this is things are hotting up. Who would you like to see a fight next? If you like a real, authentic voice in boxing, stick around, like, subscribe, jump into the comment section, be part of the conversation. Thanks for watching.